Welcome back to my channel. This is Workplace Sports Talk, where we talk as if we're at work. My name is Tim the Talk. There are multiple reasons why the Tennessee Titans defense is going to be better this year than last year, but I'm just going to give you 10 reasons today. And mainly, the 10 reasons I'm giving you today are the additions are Caleb Farley and Bud Dupree. Let's start off with Bud Dupree. He is a 270-pound outside linebacker who played his college ball at the University of Kentucky. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2015. He was drafted 22 overall, which is impressive in itself. Now, his tenure at Pittsburgh didn't start off very well. It started off very slow. He was in rotation with other players, but when he did get on the field, Bud made an immediate impact. In 2019, he had 11.5 sacks and 56 total tackles that year. He followed that up in 2020 with 29 tackles and 8 sacks. If he didn't get hurt that year, what his stats would have ended up being. I'm sure analysts wouldn't say that he is overpaid or a risk to the Tennessee Titans if he was able to accumulate double-digit sacks. Now, I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons why Bud is gonna make the Titans defense better. Bud is a high motor guy. I'm gonna repeat that, high motor guy. His effort on the field is second to none. There's countless times I watched his film and he was constantly getting into the backfield. Times when I was watching him play where the play either passed him or was on the other side of the field, but he just kept going and going, chased the quarterback down, or made a pressure where he either made the quarterback throw the ball off scheduled or he made him throw an interception, and in some cases it was fumbles. The second reason why Bud is going to make the Titans better, his first step is so fast. I can't tell you how many times I watched his tape and saw him just blow past offensive linemen. Sometimes the offensive linemen didn't even have time to even set their feet and he's already in the backfield. I don't think I've seen that since Javon Curse and Kyle Vanden Bosch. The number 3 reason, he's a very good run stopper and a tackler. PFF has him in the top 20 defensive line in run stop. It's very evident that he sees ball and he gets ball. The number 4 reason is he is very good at getting quarterback pressures. This is a very misleading stat. Quarterback pressures do not equal to sacks. We all know that with Derek Morgan. He was a very good quarterback pressure outside linebacker / defensive end, but he wasn't a stat getter. Same goes for Bud Dupree. He gets a lot of quarterback sacks. Now, there's times where he does get the sack, his 2019 season and 2020 season. So let's hope he can carry that on to the Titans where he gets the pressure and he gets the sack. Or if he don't get the sack, he gets the pressure and Harold Landry gets the sack, or Danico Autry gets a sack. Either way, sacks are all welcome here for the Tennessee Titans. Number 5, ability, which is his special ability. It's his ability to wreak havoc. When given the chance, if an offensive tackle is not in the right position or is not doing what he's supposed to do in his block scheme, Bud Dupree would just end up in the backfield and just wreck the whole play. Tackles for loss, his sacking and his pressures is better than any player that we have on the Tennessee Titans. So hopefully he can transition that game style to the Tennessee Titans, which will heighten everybody else's level around him, which is what the Tennessee Titans are hoping for, as well as a Titan fan, is what I'm hoping for. In closing, I'm glad that Bud Dupree is a Tennessee Titan. I don't care what the analysts say. I don't even care what the naysayers say. I'd rather have him than not. All right, 5 more reasons why the Tennessee Titans defense will be better this year is none other than Caleb Farley, who is a 6'2", 202-pound defensive back out of Virginia Tech. Caleb Farley is from North Carolina, where he played his high school ball at Maiden High School, where he played quarterback. And at high school, Farley was able to tally up 10,425 total yards with 124 touchdowns. He quickly committed to Virginia Tech. Once he got to Virginia Tech, he transitioned from quarterback to wide receiver as a freshman. Unfortunately, he tore his ACL that year, so we would not see what Caleb Farley, the receiver, looks like. Caleb Farley returned back to health and then switched to defensive back, which seems to have been the right move for his career trajectory. He was an outstanding DB, and that jumps off the film very quickly. The 5 reasons why Caleb Farley is going to be a difference maker for the Titans defense. One reason, his eyes always seem to be in the backfield. He is always looking at the quarterback's eyes and reading the defensive player. That is a very important thing. It's small details that take you from an average DB to an elite level DB, and he already has that. The second reason is he's a very good press cover corner. He seems to be in the receiver's pocket. He be in the receiver pocket. Third reason, Caleb always seems to be in the right spot, seems to put himself in a position to where he can either break the ball up, committing a pass breakup, or getting a straight out interception. That is a very good thing to see from his college career. Hopefully he can transition that into the NFL game, especially for the Tennessee Titans, because that is what we've been sorely lacking. We got glimpses of that with Adoree Jackson and Malcolm Butler, but just glimpses. I want somebody where it's consistent. Number 4 reason is his world-class speed. Imagine he has the speed of Adoree Jackson, but plays like Jalen Ramsey. That is what he reminds me of, and some of my older friends will understand this comparison. He reminds me of Champ Bailey and Deion Sanders all rolled up into one. Due to all the reasons I stated earlier, he always seems to have his eyes in the right spot. He's a very good press cover corner. He has the ability to read the quarterback as well as the receiver, and he always seems to be breaking the pass up. Those reasons is why I say he has playmaking ability. He kind of reminds me of Kevin Byard when he first came in. You could tell very quickly that Kevin Byard was on another level when it came to safety, and I seem to get the same vibes from watching Caleb Farley play. In closing, Bud Dupree was a right pick for the Tennessee Titans in free agency due to him fitting the scheme and having the right mindset to be a Tennessee Titan. Caleb Farley also was worth the gamble on drafting in the first round, even with his back injury. I would have took a chance on him. He was by far the best DB coming out in the draft, and there were some very good DBs. So these are just 10 reasons why the Titans defense is going to be better this year. There are many more, and hopefully throughout the course of this videos and the NFL season, that everybody else is going to come to the conclusion that I've already came to. Titans defense is going to be way better than they were last year, and will be in the top 15 in the whole NFL when it's all said and done. For joining me today, this is Workplace Sports Talks. I'm your guy, Tim That Talks. See you next time.